species Sims, and we are back with more of The Sims 4 Life in Stardust, which is our Sims History Challenge. And hold on. Allergies! You're used to this by now if you've been here for a while. If you're not, why are you starting in the middle of this series? Anyway, so I think what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna spend too much more time. Let's see, hold on. We got her birthday and then his birthday. Okay. So I might age them up sooner. Like she's got 1, 2, 3, like 4 days, so I'm gonna age them up sooner than their actual birthdays so we can move on to the next generation. Only because there's really not much to do with them and we're just going through the motions and there's no point in wasting several parts of nothingness, right? So I cheated their relationship down a little bit because that's kind of what I wanted to do. We'll make it worse as we go. So obviously because I was thinking about this. And here's the weird thing, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to give me opinions. You can, please do, but just know I know that sometimes people watch this like way after it's posted, like not the same like week or whatever, even that it's posted, or like even far later. You know what I mean? So obviously, just kind of be aware of that. Like you could leave opinions, and if I recorded this like 3 weeks ago, then I'm not going to be doing anything. Like, you know what I mean? I wish he had Supercell, and it's really annoying that we don't have that. But anyway, I'm going to have him go around and do all this while I'm rambling. Did I already do sell daisies? I think I just did sell bluebells. Anyway, we can't do anything with the... No. I don't know if when we say sell daisies, he sells every daisy. I don't think he does. I have to sell every individual thing, but like whatever. So yeah, anyway, what I was saying, I'm trying to do like 3 things at once and I can't. So I'm going to wrap this age up a little bit earlier than I normally would. I might actually just age up Fenna a little early and then we'll move out and take Wolfric as a teenager. Here's the thing. So this is what I was thinking, and the weird part about this is it's very, like, so I was thinking to myself, how to kind of end this, because Fenna obviously has all the evil in her. She, was born this way, and, like, I mean, look at her. She's just freaking evil. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, so obviously we know how this story has gone so far, that it occurred to me after I recorded the last part, like in between and everything, I was like, all the bitches be crazy in this family. Like, all of the women are crazy. Except for What's-Her-Face, who was our original heir. And why can I not remember? I could not for the life of me. I'm like, what was her name? Like, I cannot for the life of me. Oh, it was Nova. I don't remember that being her name, though. I was like, I'm like, where the hell was Nova in the... Like, okay, no. No, actually, No, so, like, right? Obviously, Leia was a cave lady, so, like, whatever. And, like, Nova seems to be fine, but I'm starting to think that what it is there's something in, like, female DNA that reacts differently to the alien genetics, right? And Nova was fine because her father was an alien, right? Because we know Scion was an alien. Shocker if you didn't know. Where have you been? Why did you not watch this from the very beginning? Because it was really great back then and it's just slowly teetered off into crazy, which is kind of fun. But right now it's getting a little boring. But, so, and like, we know that like Nova was fine, but Freya kind of got a little motherfucking cray-cray. Like, she took over, like, Tiberius's life. Like, Julius ran away. Like, Tiberius actually, I mean, if you think about it, took over being, I'm ruling over this, the early civilization kingdom. And Julius was like, I'm leaving, I'm running away. And technically he was our heir because he moved into the next generation. But you know what I mean? And I don't know what it is with the fact that like as we get further down into the genetics, that every female gets a little motherfucking crazier. Because if you think about it, Freya was evil. She was trying to kill River. And weirdly, when River aged up into a young adult, she got a little crazy, right? Like is her trait, I'm not really sure if her trait was, this is beautiful. I love this. And it just makes me sad that eventually, like, Han will disappear and Leia will disappear and all of them will disappear, like, out of the ether. And I just love seeing this genealogy. I wish the genealogy didn't suck so much in this game, and I wish they had put some effort into it. We actually have it, which we didn't in the very beginning, so I guess there's points for that, but I really wish that they would make it not suck. But we've heard my rant on that. Anyway, so the women get crazier as they go. And like River got a little bit of evil, but after Freya died, all of her fucking evil went to Fenna. And it's like, I really kind of hope that continues. I hope the trend continues with somebody in each generation being psycho, because it's really fun. Like, I don't have to be like, well, now I have to make this sim evil. They just automatically age up evil. And I'm like, this is great. This just keeps this fuel burning. And if it stops, it's going to stop in the Old West generation. Like, whoever our heir is, whatever their kid, none of their kids will be evil, and it's just going to disappoint me. Like, it'll disappoint me. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, Raynette, she looks terrible. Raynette aged up, and she doesn't have any evil as far as I know. But then I'm like, but you know what? She's a product of aliens. So it's like she has the original Scion alien DNA, but then her mother was abducted by aliens, impregnated, and she's got even more alien, totally different species of alien, but she's got this other alien DNA, which is probably the only thing that keeps her fucking sane. So it's something about the alien DNA is good, but because it's been, I don't know, I guess it's Scion's species of alien that intermingling with these Stardustian people, because they're not Simsian people or Earthlings, you know what I mean? This is Stardust, this is the planet. That it slowly like makes them crazy. And I don't know why it's the women, but it is. And but it so far is every single female in this line has been kind of crazy except for Nova, but Nova was also a direct descendant from Scion, and I mean, they're technically all direct descendants, but you know what I mean? She's his daughter. She's half of his DNA. And then after that, it slowly petered out, and it's slowly weeding its way out, and they're just getting crazier and crazier. So there's some kind of like weird science stuff going on, and I don't begin to understand it because I don't know alien stuff, right? We're just here witnessing this. We're the watcher. We just watch and witness what's going on. But Raynette obviously isn't cray-cray because she's got alien DNA in her. So there's something about Scion's DNA in her mixed with that other alien DNA that's like, okay, we've restored the balance. So, interesting. She's probably going to be the heir unless she looks like a potato. Because I can't have ugly Sims. Like, I'm just like, no, you look like a potato. We can't do this. No, I like my Sims to be pretty. Like, even the boys, I like them to be pretty. But anyway, so what I was kind of thinking, and I feel like, although this is kind of, we did this before and I forgot about it. I was really thinking about it, and I'm like, Fenna obviously is so freaking angry, and she's like pissed. And I was like, well, we're going to leave this generation, and we're going to leave this house, and we're going to move on to the Old West. Well, there's no point in, like, why would she just pack up, run away, and leave? She would murder her family. And then I went, well, that's exactly what Freya did to Julius and Gyro. She kidnapped Julius's alien kids and was going to manipulate them. And they kind of just, but you know what? She couldn't manipulate them because they were aliens. So it's possible for the male Sims to get the crazy gene, but none of them have. It's always been the women. Maybe it's just, they're just more in tune with their crazy. I don't know. That makes me really sad because it's like, that's just kind of like my game is like, bitches be crazy. But in this game, the bitches be crazy. I'm just saying, like, that's the way it is. I don't know what it is, but doesn't it? It's not, you're like, that sounds so sexist and awful that my game is like, well, if you're a female, you're crazy. But that's literally what's happening in this game. So
Gula.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Oh, Nargi.
But anyway, so I'm
Where's the
thinking
dip?
we will kind of start the next generation a little bit earlier than we should.
Oh,
But I'm
Nargi.
thinking to myself that Freya is probably so enraged and angry because her parents obviously love Wulfric more, blah, blah, blah. And I think that there's something like she's obviously like when Freya died, she got a little bit of the Freya crazy, right? You know what I mean? There's some kind of weird metaphysical thingy that's going on, and like she just knows things that Freya knew, or like what like the weird evil power that Freya was cultivating is like in her now. I'm just really hoping this trend continues because it would be so great and it makes it so much fun, right? And if everybody's great and wonderful for a generation, maybe it'll skip generations. It'd be interesting. We'll try to work around it, but I just love that this is just turning out the way it is.
Gula.
But I think she might try to kill her entire family. And by try, I mean succeed. But it was funny because I was like, she should like burn the house down. And I was like, wait, but Julius and Gyro died in a fire, didn't they? I can't really remember. And I was like, huh, is that like overkill if the same thing happens? Or would that actually be fitting because she is like inherited the Freya craze, like, right? And like where she reenacts basically what Freya did to her like ancestor, like, well, her grandparents, basically. They are her grandparents, right? Yeah, I think so. Right? Isn't it? Julius and Gyro are her grandparents. Yeah, because, yeah. Yeah. So she would do it, she would kill them just like they did her grandparents. And I was like, okay, well then, you know, she would kill, it's really sad she would kill her parent, like her father's. But I don't know. It's also the medieval times. Maybe she is enraged and like has some kind of thing against having two dads. That's horrible. That's horrible and unacceptable, Fenna. I know that you're an asshole and you're mean, but that's just rude. They're your dads and they love you. You should learn to accept them. No. She's just psycho and she doesn't care. She's going to kill everyone. But the funny thing is, so I was like, okay, and then like River, blah, blah. And I was like, no, wait a minute. No. Because I was like, River would survive and then what? And then what? Try to come after them? No. Fenna has inherited all the evil. So even though River has some, actually, I'm not sure if she's mean and she's evil, right? Yeah, perfect. I was like, I don't remember if Fenna was the mean one or the evil one, and it would suck if she's mean and she's evil because it would make more sense if she's evil, which thank God she is. And I'm thinking like, okay, so like River would be alive and then take up the Freya mantle. I'm like, no. Fenna has taken over the Freya mantle because Freya died and all of that evil went right into this child when she was born. Like, her soul is the reincarnation of evil Freya because I'm pretty sure she was born after Freya died. Because I remember Freya dying and being like, oh shit, she wasn't supposed to die. She's going to live forever. She's going to like absorb people's life forces. Shh, we can't play with you. So she's even going to kill River. Because there is, in her mind, there is no need for this competition. And that's her thing. Like, I don't know what it is that she's like, I will rule this family and like blah, blah, blah. So she is kind of like beaten Wulfric into submission, sort of. But I feel like she's going to try to kill the whole family and she's going to run away to the like Old West. And I'm not necessarily sure. I haven't quite figured out. Like, I know she was going to kill all three of the adults. But I don't know if she was going to try to kill Wulfric and then he managed to escape and follow her, or if she basically, like, kills them, but maybe he's not there, or he escapes and she's like, all right, you're coming with me because otherwise you are going. Like, her running away is because she's literally disappearing so that she doesn't get, like, tried for murder. Like, it's the medieval times. They would have burnt her at the stake for being a witch or something weird. I don't know. She probably would have been, like, decapitated or hung or something. You know what I mean? So she's definitely going to no. So she's gonna kill everyone. And then I was like, so should she kill them death by fire? And I was like, well, that's the same. So here's the thing. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do this. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to like I have to bulk record for Christmas and everything. So you haven't even seen the prior part when I'm recording this one. Like, I'm ahead. Like, normally I record like the week out, like, you know, but like Anyway, I'm way off. You have seen 2 parts ago. I'm like 2 weeks ahead right now, trying to record a bulk, and I'm gonna record the next part probably right after this, and like the one after. So like everything that came between, like pretty much from the 7th through the first week of next year, I've recorded before Christmas. So if you don't see anything the first week of January, so like, which would be like what, the 4th? If you don't see anything that week, that's because I didn't have time to record that week. But I'm recording everything else, so I'm recording the week before Christmas. Like, obviously this is going up the 21st. I'm recording that, and it's the 8th. So like I'm almost 2 weeks ahead because I need to be, and I'm going to be 3 weeks ahead because I'm going to record the next part directly after this. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand waiting and like sitting here with them doing nothing, because there's really nothing for them to do. So I think I'm actually going to do it in advance. The only thing that would stop me is I haven't done the thumbnail for the next generation. And I don't know if I've got the time to do it. That's the only thing that would stop me. But I mean, we're not going to do it in this episode. I would probably do it in the next episode, or possibly the one after. If I have, not if I'm going to have her do it. I just don't know when. But so just be prepared that that's going to happen. So I was going to ask you, like, leave your opinion. Should she just poison them? Should she light them all on fire? Like, should she burn the house down? I mean, I think honestly, in this day and age, if she could overkill, poison them, and then burn the house down. Because if you think about it, it's spring now. All their fireplaces are going. But, is it the first day of spring, or is it like in the middle of spring? Like, what's going on? It's the middle of spring. Why are your fireplaces all still on? Anyway, it would have made more sense if we did this a little bit earlier, but we weren't ready yet. But you know what I mean? Like, bird, shh. What are you yelling at? What are you screaming at? The birdie's outside? Anyway. So where the hell is he? What is this? Where am I? Oh, he was just sitting. I couldn't see him behind Wolfric. Okay. But you know what I mean? So, yeah. And I don't know who the heir is going to be. Honestly, it'll be either Wolfric or Raynette. I'm leaning toward Raynette. But because it obviously can't be Fenna, because she's evil. She's the evil one, so she doesn't get a choice. But I'm kind of thinking, like, my thought process, but obviously as the game progresses, things change. Like, River was supposed to be the heir. That's why she's on the thumbnail. And technically, she kind of was like her and Ambrose. So it should have been both of them on the thumbnail, but this kind of just snowballed into like different. So like things never go as I plan, right? But my thought process originally, like thinking, if it's Raynette, like I don't know, but I would think that like poor Wolfric is gonna try to like have a normal life in the Old West, right? Find a nice lady, settle down, blah blah blah. But I think Fenna's gonna try to destroy him. Like I think she has such a hatred for him, but she can't quite kill him. I think she takes pride in the trying to destroy his life. And I'm not sure why she doesn't just kill him. Maybe because even though she, like, quote unquote hates him, she still loves him. He's her brother. But so she's battling those emotions, because I feel like she's going to try to ruin his life, because I'm thinking in my head that I could see him meeting someone, kind of falling in love, and Fenna killing her, and like having this happen repeatedly. Like, maybe it'll happen once, maybe it'll happen 5 times. I don't know. Maybe he'll have a child before that. Who knows? I don't know. You know what I mean? But I would see, obviously, I'm not going to have Fenna murder the kids, although that is something she would do, but that's just cruel, and that'd be like murdering your fucking pets. I know I've threatened in games, I'm going to kill this goddamn cat. I'm not really going to do it. That would make me sad. Like, God damn it, dog, I hate you. I don't hate you. You're annoying, but I love you because you're adorable. Like animals. You know what I mean? Sim toddlers, no. Take that fucker away. I don't care. Literally just went through that playing my Over the Rainbow challenge for next week. I was literally like, I want this whole house to burn down and I want to kill everyone in this house, including the pets. But I don't, but not the pets. Like, I was like, God damn it, I'm going to kill everything in this house, including the cats. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Poor kitties. But, like, everything was being an asshole. But, like, you know. But I wouldn't actually, like, subject their poor children to torture. Although, that would be traumatic and sad. And I know kids, not toddlers, but, like, kids, hold on. Sorry, I had a sneezing fit. I know the kids can die in this game, but like I almost wish that like accidents would happen sometimes in my game and people would die from things other than old age aside from when I kill them purposely, because then it would be tragic and sad and I'd be like, "Oh my god, what happened?" But I don't want to do it on purpose because that just seems awful. But you guys let me know. Can we handle a little bit of the evil? Like, I don't know if I can handle it, but if everyone is like, do it, I'll do it. But if everyone's like, no, don't do it, I won't do it. Because my instinct is to be like, oh my god, I can't. That'd be too awful. Like, I can totally have Wolfric, like, fall in love and, like, get married and Fenna kill his wife. I can totally do that. It'll make me feel bad, but I can do it. I want all my Sims to live happy lives, but sometimes we need to, like... And it's weird. I want my Sims to be, like, happy, but I murder people in my games. I play a lot of games where we kill people, and there's a lot of tragic shit happening. I don't know. But it's hard. It's so hard for me to do. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm like, no, I don't want my Sims to be evil. Like, unless I design the character to be evil, I don't want them to be evil. Like, it hurts me to be like, I need to give them a tragic story. Like this. Fenna asked for it. She grew up evil, and it was like, all right, this is where we're going. But I feel really bad that she's gonna, like, ruin his life. If everyone's asleep, why are we not super speeding? I don't understand this. Everyone is asleep. Is there, like, a ghost on the lot? Why are we not sleep super speeding? We shouldn't have any ghosts. Oh, we have our dead dog. Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Anyway. So, like, it would make me sad to, like, destroy this poor man, but you know what? Fenna's gonna do it. And it makes me sad to, like, have her be mean to him and shit like that, but she's evil, so it's okay. Like, I'm okay with her being evil because she aged up that way. I didn't make her that way. She made herself that way. I do feel bad about her torturing fucking Wolfric. And I do feel bad about making her murder anybody he falls in love with. But for storytelling purposes, I feel like it needs to be done. So it'll be done, and I'll still feel guilty. But, like, it would be so tragic if he fell in love, got married, had a kid, and she murdered his wife and child. Like, can you kill a pregnant Sim? Like, that seems awful to me, and I'm just like, oh, that's so bad. But I don't know if it will ever get that far. I mean, I feel like... Yeah, probably the first person he falls in love with, she's probably going to kill. Before it ever gets anywhere. But maybe he will have a second chance and he'll fall in love and, you know, have a baby and she'll just kill his whole family. Like, I don't know. I really don't know how it's going to work. I feel like I shouldn't take her with us to the Old West. I feel like she shouldn't be living in the same house as us. But here's the thing. The lot that only because it's like she should be like in the shadows causing all this pain and agony. You know what I mean? Like, he should run away. See, now I don't... Okay. We might start the next generation before you guys see this part. But still... She's wearing an awful lots of accessories in the shower. Anyway. But leave me your thoughts on what you think sounds better, because we'll adjust as we go later. So if you're suggesting A and I do B... It's only because I recorded that part before you see this. But we'll change it and adjust depending on what everybody thinks. But we could either A, Fenna can live with Wolfric and Raynette in the Old West like I was originally going to do, and it's all three of them, blah, 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 and she's doing all her evil debauchery shit from right there. Or B, it could be technically Wolfric runs away. He knows Raynette is his cousin. He finds out somehow. Runs away with her because Fenna killed his whole family, And he's like, she's trying to kill me too, and she'll kill you. She finds out you're my cousin, so blah blah blah. Let's run away. And they go to the Old West, and Fenna is working her evil from the shadows, kind of the way Freya was. Um, the benefit to that is she can do all of her murdering and evilness and not be living in the same house with them, because that seems really weird that they'd be like, she's evil and kills everyone, but we're living with her. But the negative to that is like Freya, where all of a sudden Freya Gruel died, and we were like, well, shit, what? You know. Um, and there could be, but having her in the same household, Fenna we could control her and make her do evil things, and it might be kind of fun. Like, it might add a little bit to the story of having to control her and do crazy things. Plus, we could then kind of write something into the story that, I mean, I guess we could say that they live with her because she basically is controlling them, or like, I mean, it's obviously in the case of Wulfric, she kind of does control him. You know what I mean? And like kidnaps him, drags him away, blah blah blah, because he might not be quite a young adult when she drags him away. You know what I mean? The only thing I could also say is kind of a weird combo of both of them. The house that I have for them for the Old West is actually built to look like an Old West town. So it's not like this where there's a house. It's like there's a couple of different it's like a whole town. So like I think there's like a church, there's all these different things. So there's multiple quote unquote houses on the same lot. So we can theoretically pretend that they're not actually living in the same house, even though they are. Like, they're going to run and do whatever and whatever. But I think there's multiple kitchens, there's multiple bedrooms, and it can almost be like, even though they're on the same lot and it's technically quote unquote the same house, that they're living in different houses in the same town. So we could kind of just pretend that Fenna doesn't, like, she lives in the same town maybe, and maybe they don't see her all, but you know what I mean? Like, so she's there, but Wulfric is, it's still, that's a little weird because it's like, well, he sees her all the time then. But, we could kind of work around that. I mean, it's The Sims. We got to work around some stuff, right? It's never going to be perfect. But I think that might be the best kind of compromise between the two, is like pretend that they're not living in the same house and they're just living in the same town. But then we could control her and have her do things because we're all technically, it's like this. It looks like we're living in the same house, but it's designed to say, the lot would say look like this, where it doesn't look like this, but you know what I mean? Like, this is like one building, this is another, and like this whole thing say would be the lot, and like, okay, so she lives here and they live over here and blah blah blah, and like we just pretend that they're not living together. I mean, that's an option. So I think that's what I'll do to start. Put all three of them in the house together. I don't think she's going to be the heir. I think the whole purpose for her is to try to destroy their lives. And, like, obviously that's not going to work because, well, I mean, who knows? Who knows? She could end up having a baby that becomes the heir. And then I feel like that would throw the whole series off. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Now we have the evil? That could actually be fun. I don't know if that's something we should do in this generation, but I feel like that's something that could happen at some point. Like, the evil person ends up having kids, and then that person is taking over, and then the good kids have kids, and then they're trying to fight, and it's like we flip back and forth between like, oh yay, the good people are like Julius and Gyra were the good ones, and they had Ambrose and River, and like River got a little bit of the mean, but Ambrose is good. His kids, one of them is evil and one of them's good. But like if Wulfric or Rhaenette takes over, they're technically on the good side, right? They're the light. They're the good. Fenna is evil. But there could be a point where we're constantly going down the path of like the good kids are taking over and keeping the family legacy, and like we're not letting it fall to the dark side. But then the dark side at one point takes over, and then we're playing on the dark side where they're all evil, and then the good side then comes back, and it's like we could just, my God, we could have so much fucking fun with this. It really depends how it goes. But I'm not going to force it because unless we get into a point where we have to force it. Like here we didn't have to force Fenna being evil. She just happened to be evil and it's great. But we might have to force, some other shit to happen because like we have to force her to kill people because they're not all just going to die. So we have to write that in. but I don't want to force like, well, she's going to have kids and then it's the bad's going to take over. We're going to see what happens. That's something that we can keep in our minds of we can do this when, you know what? Nobody's evil or bad and it's kind of petering on what do we do? You know what? Let's just make this happen. And, you know, when it fits or when it just seems to flow naturally. Because who knows? Maybe it'll float. Maybe Fenna will get abducted by aliens and get pregnant. Maybe she will just have random affairs with I mean, she can have random affairs with people in the town. I'm totally fine with that. And accidentally get pregnant because MC Command Center has risky woohoo, and I'm pretty sure I have it set. And so she could accidentally get pregnant, and we didn't mean for her to. And then it's like, well, shit. Or, as I know in one of my games, one of my Sims was just pregnant. For no reason. I don't know how he got pregnant. He just got pregnant. Like, just rolled right into that game and like, why is my teenager pregnant? How did that happen? He didn't woohoo with his boyfriend. I don't know. I ended that shit though. The baby had no daddy. He's the daddy. The baby had no daddy mommy. I don't know. It didn't have another parent. It was like partner was none. And I'm like, immaculate conception. So Jesus Christ was not born because we ended that pregnancy. So sorry. There's no second coming. Why? Are you just stuck here? Are you just stuck here? Because this is all you do. You seem to be, I don't know. You know what? Whatever. If you drown, that's fine. Hate to say that, but. So yeah, I mean, I think what I'll do for the thumbnail is I might just put Wolfric and Raynette on it. Because Fenna's not supposed to be there. She's supposed to be that evil side character. But who knows what's going to happen? I mean, if she has kids and then they each have a kid and then it's like, well, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of fun. You know? Someone's got to get weeded out. Like right now, we can't have 15 million Sims. We can only have 8 Sims in the house, and I don't want that many. But, let's see. Buddies. Fenna skipped class. Helping friends comes first. Hold. Sorry to sneeze, but, you know, she's like, oh, no, it's fine. She can do whatever she wants. She's a horrible person. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here, and we might actually, like, this might be, like, the next part might be the last part of this generation. I think I'm ready to kind of do what we need to do and move on and get us to the Old West, so that's going to be kind of exciting and fun. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.